few short days, I will be hosting my book club in my house, and I'm gonna take you with me. I have been preparing for this moment since last month when I realized that it was my turn to host. I'm so excited. I have been thrifting. I have a tablescape in mind that fits with the theme of the book, as well as a full menu and curated drinks. And I do pottery, which means that I have been busy. I've been in the studio. I made them specifically for my book club. Everything that I make at the pottery studio is always food safe. I make sure that I use glazes that, if coming in contact with food and human consumption, we're gonna be Gucci, we're gonna be all good. So starting off, I'm gonna show you everything that I've made. These beautiful plates. I'm honestly so proud of them, and I also wanna say that if you're a potter, you know how hard it is to throw things that are even or make like the same item more than once. But don't come for me, because obviously these plates are perfectly imperfect, just like you, just like me, just like every single one of us. So I used, I believe this was 112 clay. It's like a dark chocolate brown, and this was not supposed to be the design on them. Honestly, it kind of just happened. I thought that there was more than enough glaze left in the bucket, so when I went to go dip it, there wasn't, and this is kind of where my hand just naturally landed. But I think I kind of love them now. I'll show you all of them. So there's 7 of us that are coming to book club, well, me included, but I have other plates that are going to complement these well. These are my first time making any kind of plates, and I'll show you what else I made. I also made sure to take lots of footage of me actually making these items in the studio, which I can show you guys as well if you're interested. The thing that I made is this beautiful, beautiful tray. It was textured, and the glaze picked up on that texture just perfect. So I did not hand throw this. I hand built this, and it was so laborious. And I'm so glad that my pottery teacher was there to kind of walk me through the process, or at least give me some tips, because I just impulsively decided I was going to make a tray. And again, all the glaze that I use is always food safe. So this is a serving tray. We can put some appetizers on here. You can put any kind of food, maybe like a little cheese plate, a little cheese board. But I really just want to highlight how beautiful this glaze is. I didn't think that it was going to survive the kiln, because it did have handles, and you can see right here where the handles were supposed to be. I'm glad that they didn't like destroy the piece either. It did have to add supports to the bottom because the piece was just sinking in the middle. So much fun to make. And I potentially, I don't know, do you guys love it? I am thinking about potentially commissioning some of these. I also have lots of friends that are getting married this year as well as next year. So wedding gifts, anyone? Comment if you want this as a wedding gift or just a gift for funsies. Okay, I made these beautiful bowls also at the pottery studio. And I am obsessed with these details. I did use like a mold for them, and I just love it. I think that it gives it such, just like it makes me feel like I'm in a Nancy Meyers movie. I wish. And they are nesting bowls that kind of failed because they nest, they just don't nest very evenly, but that's fine because again, we're perfectly imperfect. And that's just how I've gotten through the last 4 months of pottery, to be honest. So I'm obsessed with these. Chips, dip, again, some olives, maybe some like artichokes. You can really put anything in these, but I think that they complement the plates really, really well. Let me show you. Without it being like too matchy-matchy, which there's nothing wrong with that, right? Having the tray involved, and I'm trying to be really careful because I don't want them to fall. We have a little color scheme going on. Again, I'm a really big fan of neutrals. There is, you can kind of see it very lightly. There are some blues and greens. It picks up on the texture. Or this is everything that I've made so far in the pottery studio, and then I've thrifted a few items. I'll make another video for that. So stay tuned. This week is all about hosting book club.